Welcome back, gentlemen, to Manly Focus, where we dive deep into the topics that matter to you. Today, we're tackling a subject that's been lurking in the shadows for many, the startling reality of dwindling intimacy in marriages. Buckle up, as we unravel the threads of this intricate web. Intimacy, that profound connection that makes partners feel close to each other. But in today's age, many marriages face the daunting reality of waning intimacy. This predicament can leave individuals feeling isolated, unloved, or even suspicious of their partner's fidelity. Physical intimacy is undeniably a cornerstone of a healthy partnership. When this form of closeness and passion dwindles, it can stir up fears. You might wonder if your spouse no longer finds you attractive or if they are seeking solace elsewhere. If intimacy continues to decline, it creates a vacuum in your marriage, leading to a possible loss of emotional and verbal communication. The fallout? Stress, low self-esteem, feelings of rejection, and festering resentment. A 2019 survey made a disturbing revelation. 19 of 659 couples were engaged in a sexless marriage, with intimate moments occurring once or twice in the past year. Some even claim to have surpassed a year without any intimate activity. On the brighter side, 25% reported weekly intimacy, while 21% engaged a few times a week. Approximately 35% of the couples experienced intimacy 1 to 3 times each month. Traditionally, factors like stress, low self-esteem, rejection, and resentment were the primary culprits. However, modern societal dynamics have introduced newer challenges. The current woke feminist narrative perpetuates an anti-male stance, championing women who withhold intimacy to assert their power. This dynamic has catalyzed movements such as MGTOW, men going their own way, with many men rethinking the very institution of marriage. Regrettably, after crossing the bridge from dating to matrimony, there's a statistically significant decline in intimacy levels. Stereotypes around Western wives depict them as entitled, complainative, and lacking enthusiasm. Often, there's a stark difference between the behavior of girlfriends and wives. Girlfriends, typically in the pursuit phase, go the extra mile to ensure their partner's happiness. They make genuine attempts to look and be their best, exhibit good manners, and are generally more agreeable. However, post-marriage, these efforts sometimes decline. Cheating, in the context of a marriage or relationship, can be seen as a direct consequence of waning intimacy. The red pill philosophy suggests that there's a biological imperative at play. Men, being hardwired for variety and propagation, may seek other partners when intimacy in the primary relationship fades. Similarly, women might be driven by their intrinsic need for the best genes and resources. This perspective can sometimes be interpreted as a deterministic view that reinforces stereotypes and reduces individual agency. Yet, it's also crucial to acknowledge the societal frameworks at play. The allure of novel experiences, validation from multiple partners, and the romanticized idea of the forbidden can also be potent drivers behind infidelity. From a red pill vantage point, divorce is often seen as the ultimate manifestation of skewed power dynamics in a marriage. Many adherents argue that the current legal and social systems are biased against men in divorce proceedings, particularly concerning alimony, child custody, and property division. Further, the perception is that marriage, in its modern form, has been co-opted by a culture that prioritizes individualism over partnership. This shift is seen as contributing to the high divorce rates, as individuals prioritize personal fulfillment over the sanctity of marriage vows. Marriage changes the power dynamic significantly. After tying the knot, many men feel they've lost a degree of control over their own lives. Every decision, from major purchases to mundane choices, feels dictated by their spouse. They feel like they've transitioned from independent individuals to men who constantly need permission. In stark contrast, unmarried men or those in non-committal relationships retain their autonomy. They decide their schedules, their purchases, and their leisure without the looming shadow of a partner's approval. This power imbalance can further exacerbate the intimacy crisis. When one partner feels trapped or controlled, it's challenging to maintain a genuine emotional and physical connection. With changing gender roles and societal expectations, both men and women are reevaluating their stand on marriage. Men are increasingly wary of being manipulated post-marriage, while some women, influenced by a certain brand of feminism, aspire for an independent life sans any male intervention. Intimacy is at a crossroads. The shift in gender roles and perceptions is causing a chasm, making both genders reevaluate the essence and value of marriage. This divide, perhaps the most significant in modern history, paints a bleak picture for marital intimacy. Marriages lacking in intimacy face a complex web of societal, psychological, and relational challenges. the alarming reality suggests a dire need for introspection, dialogue, and potential reformation in how we view relationships and marriage in contemporary society. It's a wrap for today's episode, gentlemen. Remember, while the terrain of modern relationships can be treacherous, understanding and self-awareness remain our compass. If you found value in this video, smash that like button, and consider sharing it with your comrades. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe to join the Manly Focus Brotherhood, where we face challenges head on, together. Until next time, stay strong and stay focused.